Oh yeah. Water makes the energy in your cells go around. So always start off your day with water. Oh, so good. So I was on Blank Slate today, just checking it out, and Matt Finley, who has been there since the beginning and is actually one of the people that encouraged me to start doing this. He asked the question, what do I think of the relation between HIIT cardio and steady state, or which one's better, my thoughts and all that. Basically what I said was, when I start working with somebody, I ban them from all cardio, right off the bat. If they're looking to do a body recomposition change, no cardio. Because most people are cardio junkies because they think that it's going to help them lose body fat, and it'll backfire on you. So I'm not even going to get into the details like the cellular stuff and all that. Who cares? Science, schmience. I love science, don't get me wrong. You know, I love getting into all that stuff. But what changes a person's body is their mind. And we've been brainwashed for so long that we gotta increase our energy output and, you know, all this craziness. Increase energy output, decrease your calories, you're gonna lose weight. No. You'll lose weight, you'll lose all your muscle too, and you'll struggle and you'll get more insulin resistant. And if you have any glucose or insulin in your blood, or heaven forbid, well, they're both going to be there at the same time, but and you're doing steady state cardio, you're actually making it worse. You're driving all the calories that are in your system at that time, you're driving them straight into your fat cells when you're sitting there doing your steady state cardio. I'm making myself gain weight. I won't even get into how that works. You'll have to go and read a great book called The Glycal Diet, Low Glycal Diet, and that's by Dr. Dunham, PhD, Harvard. Guys who runs a life extension / hormone replacement clinic down in California. I was lucky enough to meet him in person after seeing his book on the shelf at the gym. Guy's absolute brainiac wizard, and that's all he deals with is people's hormones, and he's got the education to back it up, and that's right in his book too. Like, these are things that I have already known instinctively just through working with people, but when you see someone write it and he's got their credentials that you can point people to it, awesome. So my thoughts on HIIT cardio: be much better to do something like pushing the prowler, doing some farmer's walks, or, you know, if you're at home training, go and fill up a couple of buckets with water and walk up and down your driveway for 10 minutes. You know, stop at one end, rest 30, 40 seconds, pick them up again, walk back to the garage, put them down, pick them up again, walk back down to the other end. That is like high intensity interval training. So you're doing muscular work, you're getting a good cardio workout too. It's short duration, high intensity, and it's taxing your muscular system, so you're actually going to be depleting glycogen out of your muscles as well. Because I've been starting to say this a lot to people. It's a cycle. You want to deplete all of the carbohydrate and glycogen in your system and then replenish. Deplete and replenish. And if you don't replenish by eating exogenous outside carbohydrate, your body, if it needs it, will fire up the mechanism in your liver and it will produce more glucose for you if it's needed. If you're in a nice ketogenic state, or you don't have any carbohydrate in your blood, and you don't have any stored in your muscle, at that particular time, well, then your body's going to dip into, with steady state cardio, it's going to dip into your fat stores because you're going to be burning fatty acids, but it has to replenish. So it's doing a cycle: deplete and reload, deplete and reload, and your body will take it from the appropriate sources. So if you got your nutrition down pat, which is that's the first thing that I start getting into my people's heads, is it is 100% nutrition. Because I don't care what you do, whether you're a power lifter, whether you're an Olympic lifter, whether you're a CrossFitter or anything, and the proof's in the pudding. If you go to a CrossFit competition, and that's called crazy over-exercising, like I personally, I don't really subscribe to that whole thing for various reasons. However, if you want to talk about energy out and energy in and people still being fat, well, there you go, because there's not very many of them that are actually like super fit and ripped if you get down to it. Only those ones that have their diet completely under control. And you can just go to any competition and look, and there's like some of the people that are even winning those competitions physically, still their body composition is, you can't even barely tell that they work out or they're any different than, you know, dude at the gym that does some bench presses and, you know, half rep squats and whatever and has no functional ability. So that's my my take on it. I actually I think that high intensity interval training is something that I reserve for people that I know 100% have their diet and their carbohydrate intake and their fat content of their diet completely under control, because then I know that if I say, here, go and do that, that they haven't like missed a few meals the day before and they're not going into like too much of an energy deficit. Because when you do have an energy deficit, your body is going to try to hold on to every bit of fat that it can, because that's the last bastion of safety for it, because it's the most energy dense and it's actually like the most efficient fuel that your body can use to get lots and lots of ATP. So with that in mind, HIIT cardio versus steady state cardio, I don't subscribe to either one for body recomposition. So I usually just remove it completely out of my clients' lives. Steady state cardio, really low level in a fasted state, early in the AM in the morning, awesome for brain health and getting, there's a lot of different neurochemicals that are produced by doing low level, not high intensity cardio for moderate duration. We're talking like 25 to 30 minutes a few times a week, and it's really good for your like neuroplasticity and regeneration of neurons in your brain. It's really awesome, but that's a topic for another video. So I hope that answered your question, Matt. And if you like doing HIIT cardio, great. You know, throw it in as part of an actual workout. Like, so you're in between like doing chest and back or something like that. Jump on the bike and do some high lows. You know, 1 minute high, 1 minute low. Do like a couple of cycles. Make it more like a set in between your weight training. But again, it would be much better and more beneficial to actually do some muscular work and you know, hit some farmer's walks or pushing the prowler or pulling the sled or just stuff like that. So have an awesome day, Blank Slaters, and keep it up. I'm loving all the food pics too. It's helping everybody out so that they can get meal ideas and see how quick and dirty you can make a meal, or how really beautiful you can make a meal. There's some awesome stuff on there already. I'm really loving it. So later.